Hey everyone, welcome back to In the Scene. If episode 1 cracked the surface, episode 2 digs deeper. This time, I want to go at it differently through characters, through the tech, and world building, and of course, how it all felt. But before we jump in, here's a little challenge. The episode is titled That Would Be Me. At what point do you think that line is said, and why do you think it matters? Think about that as we go through the episode, growers, because when it comes, it hits harder than you might expect.
You don't want to hear what happened?
We'll get to that, but who knows? Who have we told?
I don't know.
We have always said Fest. Every doc I've ever submitted has always said you were born on Fest. Have you ever said anything else?
Cassian in episode 2 is raw, not the cold rebel spy yet. He's
He
reactive,
can't
panicking.
Stop.
He's
Stop. There's
covering
something
his
that I
tracks
never know.
after killing the two
Mix has
corpos on
nothing to do
Morlana.
with
Well, then
He's
who
not
told these
calculating,
primo
he's desperate.
bastards about
He
Canary?
knows he messed up, and it shows in every choice. But it's more than panic. Watch his face when someone mentions Canary. Watch how his shoulders shift, how he looks away. It's not just a memory, it's pain, unfinished. There's trauma there stitched deep into his silence. We get flashbacks to Canary, the kids in the jungle, the crashed ship, the wounded girl. It's like we're seeing fragments of something Cassian doesn't talk about, but it defines him. The past isn't behind him, it's pressing against him all the time. And the show knows this. It doesn't subtitle the Canary language. Because Cassian doesn't explain his past, and the show doesn't either. It just shows us. And somehow that makes it hit harder. We're not told what he lost, we feel the loss. There's a moment that's almost nothing, but it says everything. When Marva asks who told them about the canary, and Cassian answers that would be me, he's not being clever. He's not brushing it off. It's the weight, the guilt, the truth. And it lands with silence, the kind of silence that means everything. Also, side note, I noticed something hilarious. In the background of the bar, bricks. Like literal bricks. Who put bricks in the walls of a Ferrix bar? Interior design by Droid Union? I don't know. But it cracked me up. Bix continues to be central. She's capable, coordinating with buyers, running things quietly. We even hear her ask for calf,
Tummy of calf.
basically Star Wars coffee. A little thing, but grounding. Meanwhile, Tim makes his move. He reports Cassian using what looks like a standard local comms terminal. The action isn't dramatic, but the consequences are huge. The Primor Authority is now watching, and it's B, the droid who reads the alert. It's a clean, subtle way of showing how things escalate. But this episode also starts to show emotional tension, especially between Bix and Tim. When Bix meets up with Cassian to talk privately, the camera lingers just long enough on Tim's reaction. It's brief, but you see it, jealousy creeping in. Later, when Bix comes to Tim's place, she seems distracted, uneasy. There's guilt in how she avoids eye contact, especially after Tim secretly reported Cassian. Her body language is telling us something her words aren't. It's not loud drama, it's the quiet tension. And the show trusts us to read into that space between them. We also spend more time with Cyril and Sergeant Linus Mosk. These guys represent the corporate tactical forces of Morlana, not imperial, but just as zealous. Mosk believes in order, in hitting fast. Cyril wants control. And this raises a question. What would you do if you were raised to believe you're the good guy? These two think they're protecting the system. But what if the system is broken? How do you treat people who want freedom from a known government? Are they rebels or just people trying to breathe? Episode 2 opens with a bell. A man, the time grappler, strikes a Beskar anvil on a tall tower on Rick's Road to mark the start of the day. That rhythm, it grounds Ferrix in ritual. It's like a town crier and factory whistle rolled into one. It's real. And did you catch that sleek ship approaching? That's Luthen Rael's arrival. It's shot with a visual callback, cutting from the wreckage on Kenari to the rugged Ferrix skyline. His ship uses a powerful long-range scanner, zooming in at over 48,000 meters. You get the sense he sees everything coming before anyone else does. There's a moment when Marva's walking stick transitions into a flashback. So seamless. It's visual storytelling, and it's good. Let's talk about B, Cassian's droid, B2EMO. He's old, rusty, glitchy, but deeply loyal. You notice how he stutters? That's not just personality, it's memory degradation. Older droids, especially ones that don't get regular memory wipes, can develop idiosyncrasies. B's stammer might be emotional or mechanical or both. He struggles to lie, and when he tries, it drains his power. That's such a great detail, it humanizes him. B isn't a tool, he's a friend. And this show nails that balance between function and feeling. Time for some trivia. Kenari, a jungle world, now abandoned. The language is unknown but understood through context. No subtitles, but emotionally clear. Time Grappler brings a giant Beskar anvil to signal the day on Ferrix, symbol of labor and routine. CAF, Star Wars version of coffee, small but relatable touch. Primor, short for Preox Morlana, a corporate sector authority. Think private security with imperial clearance. 900 credits. Cassian needs 700 to leave Ferrix. Stakes are financial, real. B, B2EMO. Cassian's old droid friend. Loyal, glitchy, emotionally expressive, struggles to lie, drains power when he tries. Luthen ship, unknown class but stealth equipped and fast. That long range zoom suggests deep recon tools. Trivia: the character of the Time Grappler became a small fan favorite for his stoic performance. Interestingly, the sound design team used a real metal forge and layered it with distorted bell chimes to create the anvil sound. What stood out to me wasn't a single moment, it was how much we felt through silence, through looks, through the way Cassian tenses up when Canary is mentioned. His trauma isn't explained, but it's there, lingering, real. And I love how the show trusts us. It's not telling you how to feel,
What are you
it's
doing?
letting you feel it on your own. That's
Too
mature
slow.
storytelling. Thanks for watching. If you're enjoying this breakdown style, characters, tech, emotions, hit subscribe and let's keep the conversation going. And before we head out, did you catch when that would be me was said? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Why do you think that moment matters? Next up, episode 3 and the tension finally breaks. This is In the Scene. See you soon.